Good morning. How to change a URL for our domain that we are trying to create a site for. So I'm just going back to Bluehost account. So we purchase our domain name from Google, we host it on Bluehost, and we are trying to create a site. We are not building the site yet. We are just creating the site or add it to our Bluehost account. So how do we process? We added, we created, and then it gave us your WordPress.org is what we use, and it gave us a long URL that we don't want. So how are we going to change that? Let's get started. So when you have a URL that shows you something like with some pretty much pointing at a folder that you don't want because it's too long, is just easier to change it to what we are expecting. So that's this domain name that we are working on, and we are going to click on login, and it might take us a few minutes for that to process, and let's just wait a little bit on that. And now that we are on the page, we are going to go to setting, and under setting on the left sidebar we'll click on setting. And when we go to setting, let me see if you'll be able to see it. We are going to change this. You'll see WordPress address URL, site address URL, and that has things here that we don't want. So we are going to take a part of it off, and I'm going to add .com to it, and I'll do the same thing for the site address as well, and I'll add .com. And that's pretty much it. And then I will save the changes. And now it's asking me for my credentials, so let's put it in it to see how that will work out. I'm just going to move the camera to the side. And so you can create your own website for your business. It just takes time, but what I like about it, doing it myself, is it is a process that allows me to learn, a lot of things. And for all the domain names that I have, if I had to hire a specialist to create the website, it would be quite a bit. So I just like to work on it myself. And once you work on it, if your intention is to have multiple websites, well, yeah, and if you have the time, you might work on it yourself. So here we have our, once I entered my information, my login information, you can see that the URL is different. It changed it for us. So it changed it to what we want. And because I'm at the back of the website, that's why you are seeing the last part of it here as well. But now you are seeing it showing not secure. It does not have the SSL yet. So I'm going to work on that and get it fixed. But let's see if we can create another site quickly and repeat the whole process. So let's see if I can, don't know if you'll allow me to go back to, oh, Bluehost. Hopefully I didn't log myself out of Bluehost. Okay, so let's click on cancel here to see if we'll be able to go back to our site. So now we are on our Bluehost portal here. We are going to, under Bluehost My Site, we will click on create site, and we'll choose WordPress. So let's see if we can work on one. And then I'm not going to add any tagline. I'm just going to, it seems like I work on this one already though. I don't know. Let's try it. Well, one way to look is just to go back to our portal here to check what we have. Okay, so we don't, oh yeah, we do have it. So again, create a site. WordPress, and I'm just going to type the site name and I'll click on next, and here I'll look for the domain name here, and I will uncheck all those buttons here and I'll click on next. And it will take a few minutes. We just want to make sure each time we click on create site if it's going to give us that long URL or if that's just for instances. So here you can see that it gave us a good URL here without the long one that we had to deal with the other domain name. So at this stage, this is great. I will just copy my information here and then I'll go to the next process, which will be to click on login to WordPress and go to the next stage. So thank you so much for watching. I'm Afiavi Ojune Liberman, creators of Liberman Consulting LLC YouTube channel and owners of Nina Soap. And our website is ninasoap.com, the blog, and our natural product store is ninassoap.com, and our custom apparel store is liberlabel.com. We'll have all that on our description. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. Thank you for you all that commented on our channel, and thank you for watching our videos.